There was a report by some other company, but they claimed that the average head fraudster is making about 5 million a year. So when you put a price tag on it like that, where they're making more than you or I, right? They're making big bucks, you know, the only thing that's good is my moral compass points directly north. So I could never get involved with that because it's just, that's just, it's stealing, right? They don't
Yeah.
define it as stealing, but it's stealing. But yeah, so if you looked at fraud over the last 3 or 4 years, I mean, it's gone from 18 billion to 40 billion to, I think it went to, the next jump was, I think, 80 or 90 billion. 2 years ago it was 100 billion, and then last year was 125 billion. So it's still growing. They're predicting the fraud solution market's supposed to be a $9 billion market cap in the next 3 or 4 years because the need for this type of service is growing really fast. All I tell people is I want educated people looking at their data. There's sometimes people, like I said, sometimes they just, hey, fraud solution, you can do the job, you're $50, great, sign me up, I'm good, I'm done. And they're out. And then all of a sudden they start realizing, oh shoot, what the hell's going on in my campaign? Everything's falling apart. Like they don't get it. So I can't impress it enough for people to test the data. Most companies offer some kind of free trial, put it to the test, human validate it, and then make your decision which company you want to go with. And that's really the best way to do it. I mean, any software, like I know when you buy software, I buy software, I do the same thing. If it's an investment, I'm going to look at 2 or 3 companies, going to try to get some friend recommendations. But then at the end of the day, nobody cares more about my company than me. Even if a friend recommended it to me, I'm still going to validate it that it's the right solution for me. So I'm going to run it through my myriad of tests and make sure it passes the mustard with me before I invest in a software. Because once I make that decision, I don't want to have to go back in 3 or 4 weeks and try to figure out what broke. Because
Right.
all of a sudden you're making money. All of a sudden you put new software in and stop making money, something goes wrong. The first question a developer asks is what's changed? And you got to go back and find out, oh my God, we onboarded 3 different pieces of software. Which one caused the issue? So better do that upfront work versus doing it later after it's already caused problems.